Okay, it's been about a year since I've released the official paperback and hardcover versions of Charcoal, and that marks an interesting point in my life where a lot of works have been assimilated and I've begun to assemble new ideas, and I think I'm ready to finally announce the next work, which is going to be again a standalone title in turmeric. Now, the concept of turmeric, it is quite an interesting idea. It's a spice, it's a color, it's a type. Because most importantly, what I want to begin to characterize and categorize is a particular flavor, a particular view. And there is a little bit of, what you would call extravagance there, but not as much as in my first work, you might find. I'm not trying to blow the top off and create something that's so grandiose and virtuous and, exceptional. This is more of creating something that's very unique and a particular style that I want to, describe as my own. With these poems, a lot of them came after I felt like, I was given another chance at life, and many of them are positive with, a slight mysterious tone. I still want to maintain some of that enigmatic, mannerism that, is so gracefully inserted into a lot of what I do. But I'm not trying to create, these strong senses of illusion and, confusion in some cases for the reader. I want those, particular lessons and motifs to be fairly easily accessible to those that, read it. And so some of the individual poems that you're going to find, still have a tiny bit of, sadness, maybe melancholy intertwined, but overall you should get a pretty positive spin on a lot of these, which is unique, I would say, for me, because I tend to focus more on, some of those darker aspects ostensibly. So poems like I'm So Sorry really emphasize what I just stated. It's maybe on its face something that rings a little bit, sorrowful, but being sorry in some sense is rhetorical because it doesn't need to be addressed. It's that statement out to the world, and it's perhaps that statement from life to each one of us that life, existence, is a lot to take in. And for some, they're going to handle it in different ways, and they're going to receive different blessings and curses respectively, and that is a lot for each of us to come to terms with, for sure. And I got another one called Where Are You, Will? And there you can imagine will could represent both a person and an idea. The essence of what drives each of us, we often refer to as our will. And, that particular person out there might have his own, qualities that make him, interesting to be sought after as well. So those are a couple that come to mind, and I actually wanted to read or recite a third one so you can really feel kind of the you know, the emotion that's behind it. So this is Ripple, and I'm gonna link the video where this poem is actually pulled from, because I created a, you know, a partner video, or, you know, just a visualization to go with it. And obviously it has to do with water, and there's other motifs linked, but here we go. Supple, soft sighs, tantalized by some intermolecular forces whose courses run both surface and profounds.
Mere marvelous mist, ill-described, that is, by the nature of words. Perhaps actual sounds are less absurd. Close examination reveals a divot with necessarily no lip to it. Following the wave relies a bit more than on feel, but human stature reads traps. When the lows peel back, dams pose less of a threat, folding at the buckle of a full belly chuckle. For those who need more rise, there is a concavity point near. Disguise is no element of a sun not set. Whether one is to shine depends only in relation with death. Somehow even the tiniest droplet knows this.
All right, well, hope you enjoyed, and you know, look out for more news. This is just the beginning. I've really invested strongly in my work this past year, and you know, this has come up on 2 years of, you know, ideation for this particular book. I'm not going to release the full title yet, but it's going to be out hopefully not too long from now, and with a lot of passion and, you know, effort behind it. So you can find my other works on Amazon. The links are always in my videos, and it helps out a lot if you can purchase one to support, and, you know, it means even more if you can read it just for what's inside. So hope this inspires you to write for yourself and, you know, share your own vision with the world, your own turmeric, perhaps. All right, take care.